Okay, so I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. Back in 2017 for Vacation Bible School at Pathfinder Church, I made a lyric video for the song Making Me New. Now, this was the first lyric video that I did entirely in After Effects. So, needless to say, it wasn't fantastic. Here's the video.
Over it, can't get control of it. It's not your typical love, it's a miracle. You're making me new, making me new, everything new.
Now, my boss at the time told me everything that was wrong with it by telling me absolutely nothing that was wrong with it. So it's like, oh, that's too fluid, yada 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 and stuff, but never actually was specific enough for me to be able to make any changes to it that were, that made it good. So now in 2020, I figured let's revisit the first After Effects lyric video that I did, and we're not gonna, just remake it entirely, but let's tweak it and get it to something that's better. Now, the first thing that I realized that I did wrong was it's 60 FPS. And it should have been 24, but I do everything at 29 because my brain and motion blur don't really go well together. So I do everything at 29. So that's the first thing we got to change. Now I have made an updated version of the project file here. And let's switch to this. Okay, so we've just popped into After Effects here. And this rough outline timeline essentially is the actual video for some reason, because I was absolutely insane back then and did everything the complete wrong way. The first thing that we're going to change here is I'm going to collapse this, and I'm going to clean up my project file. So I'm going to just do parts and stuff. Essentially just so we can have everything be great. Cool, so this is the rough outline. Composition settings, first thing we're going to do is we're going to change it from being 60 to being 2997. And that should work. I'm also, to make it easier on myself, is so where it fades to black here, we're going to just go to the end of this audio, bring that over here. We're going to do composition, trim comp to work area. Beautiful, now it's appropriately timed. First thing I want to start with is can't get control of it. And I can't get over it, can't get control of it. I don't hate it, but I hate the font. Meaning that I'm going to have to find a new font that I like. Essentially, I'm just changing all of these typefaces to bold, and we're gonna move this over here, and I need to make this a different color, one that's more easy to read. So I'm gonna just steal this color there. Beautiful. And this it. I hate this it. It doesn't look as good when it's mixed in with this, but that's fine because we have a vertical stretch tool. So can't get control of it. There we go. Now let's go back to the rough outline here. It's not your typical here.
No, I can't keep quiet. It's like my heart's on fire, and I can't get over it. Can't get control of it. It's not.
That fits in so much better. And this, I can't keep quiet. We have to go back to the beginning of this guy. If this is gonna be an axis, that doesn't have to be an axis, but this absolutely has to be an axis in order for this to even fit. Like, without a doubt, no question. Text size, we can bring this over. We can change its Oh wait, no, it's position animates. Dang it. Let's go to this guy's position. Over to the side a bit. Move that over.
Quiet, it's like my heart.
There we go. Typical love, it's a miracle. And you came into my world, and you got a hold of it. This is one of the other things that we very much needed to change. Nope. Yusuf. This is why you don't organize your projects this way, kids. Is it right here? Nope, it's not. Because why would it be? What is this? Nope, this is the text. You got... There.
Now you wanna go.
Great, because for some reason I did gotta, as in like I gotta do this, because I'm an idiot. Don't be an idiot when you're animating. Just don't. It just makes you bad at your job. Again, always keep saving, because I did a lot of work on this video that didn't get saved because I'm an idiot. And so I'm just going to close out of all of these compositions that we're not actually using. I can't keep quiet. This has a gradient on it, and nothing else has a gradient on it. So we're going to have to get rid of that gradient. I'm sorry, that vignette. And I can't get over it. We can't see this. So I need to animate this guy's camera. Right? Nope. It's this camera. And I can't. I see what young Jack was trying to do, but it didn't work. Here we go. And I can't get over it. Can't get that it becomes this camera's thing. But this also is a good way of doing animation, is by using the camera, because then you can animate your entire view of things without having to parent stuff. So each thing, essentially if you use the camera, every object can transform on its own without you having to worry about like if you're parenting everything to a null to move the entire set of objects. You don't have to worry about, oh, if I want the rotation of this object to move independently of everything else, you don't have to worry about that type of random issue. Great, let's check out the rough outline again.
Hide, no I can't keep quiet. It's like my heart's on.
Let's try and see if I can do this. Let's do quarter.
It's on fire. I can't get over it. Can't get control of it. It's not your
Oh, that looks so much better. Little me, you could have done better. It's not terrible, but it's not great. This next thing that we're going to work on is all of this terribleness. But first what I want to do is adjust this guy, which I like it. I can see what I was going with, but we need to not have a stroke on this text. Sorry, Mr. Text, you don't get a stroke. No stroke. No stroke. Okay, Jack, what the heck is this random line here? What? Jack, I don't know what you had done, but this needs to transition a lot smoother, which that is an asset that's actually in this composition, I believe. It is, meaning we can just adjust this rotation. Also, fun fact, I have no idea what this animation actually is. This transition here. I have no idea what it is, but I liked it, so I kept it. I've actually had that happen to me in a few projects where it's like there's some random animation happening and I have no idea where it came from, but it fits and it works, so I leave it. Really, this guy here needs a consistent color theme. I've got. See, this doesn't look terrible, but this doesn't use a veneer. So what font does this guy use? Oh my gosh, I used Roboto for this. Seriously, did I actually use Roboto for this? Nope, that's Axis. And this is Roboto. I mean, those two fonts kind of work together, so I'm going to leave that. But if I'm going to leave that, all of these have to be Roboto. So we made all of these fonts Axis. Adjusted the positioning of can't. And then my problem is with this composition is dead till the moment that you said my name. But the only thing that's not all caps is this I in till. So I'm not a big fan of that. I would also very much like it if I could see all of the word dead. So I'm going to change... Wait. Let's change the right front. Nope, right, thank you. Why does that work? Let me go. Top. Stop this work. Wait, now top works against my axis. Gee, thank you, software. That you said my name, now my heart is beating again. You're making me... Alright. Cool. I think we fixed it. We fixed everything for this part. Except for I don't like this hot, transparent pink. Which you can see that this animator is literally just new. That's all this guy is. Range selector, opacity. What have I... Oh, and I have it as a key. Oh, that's how I got... That's how I got around not having to make it again. But I believe it would work better if it was still like this. So we're going to turn off that layer matte, or that blending mode. Dead to the moment that you said my name, now my heart. Again, with this guy, we got to come in here and change its timings a little bit. Transforms. Beautiful. Beautiful. This video looks so much better, and it's taken me maybe about an hour to make these changes. And overall, I think it's a much better video, and I wish I would have actually known that these are things I should have been looking for back then. Because at the end of the day, as video makers, as content creators, unless you're making the video for yourself and for your personal use or something, your job is to give the best product to the client. And I mean, I made this video all voluntarily, but still I feel like I put my best foot forward at the time. This was truly the best that I could do back in 2017. This was the first video that I'd ever fully animated that was all text and After Effects. But so, as your skills grow, it's you learn new things, you see new stuff that needs to be changed. So I was actually really happy that I was able to find these project files. I'm still not a fan of that yellow in there, because we don't have yellow anywhere else. So I think it's time now. I think we're gonna go in here into this and change it. The board in here. I'm just gonna do. Let's use the let's use the pale blue. That's fine. Nobody's gonna see over here. I'll use map for let's check that now. This thing's all pastel colors. Okay. On the inside, no sirens flashing lights. I don't like having how the camera moves. It moves and then stops, and then moves, then stops, and moves and stops. So I'm gonna try and play around with that and see if I can get it a little bit more fluid. Okay, so I like that. I think that works. I am now just gonna kind of render this out and see what I think about it, because honestly, this project was just done for me, for my personal satisfaction. So I just want to render it out and see if I like it. Thanks for coming along with me for the ride, and hope you learned something.
I can't hide, no I can't keep quiet. It's like my heart's on fire, and I can't get over it, can't get control of it. It's not your typical love, it's a miracle. You stepped into my world, and you got a hold of me. Now you won't let go of me. And I've got a feeling that I can't explain, like I'm crawling out of my skin. That till the moment that you said my name, now my heart is beating again. You're making me new, making me new, everything new. I've been changed by you like only love can do. You're making me new. No warning signs, no sirens